Scientific Conference, Presentations, Hillary M. Jones. If you are collecting green card or training points, please sign in. For you, if you have been to a conference, but not yet given the presentation at one, you have already given the presentation at a conference and would like some more tips for next time. In this session, what makes a good conference presentation? What to include, structure, conference presentation versus other types, visual aids. In this session, presenting yourself, tips for non-native speakers, what could go wrong, dealing with nerves, making your presentation accessible. Overlap, body language, nerves, general presentation skills tips, may overlap with others' presentation skills sessions. Useful references. The worst conference presentation you ever show. In groups of 3, introduce yourselves and then talk about the worst conference presentation you witnessed. What made it so bad? Simple presentation structure. First, tell them what you are going to tell them. Title, introduction and reason. Second, tell them your main story. Third, tell them what you have told them. Reiterate your hypothesis and the take-home message from your story. Structure in more details. What to include in a conference presentation. The rules. Title, informative. Don't baffle the audience with a complex title. Introduction, hypothesis and objectives, rationale and justification for study. Introduction has logical pattern and relates to other literature and scientific principles. Sidetrack, the word about patents. If you describe your invention to the public before you have registered the patent, it is considered public information, and therefore will not be patented. Back to the story. Material and methods. Show that your methods are supported by the literature and scientific principles. Logical, step-by-step process for carrying out the experiment and collecting data. Explain why you chose your experimental design and statistical analyses. Results and discussions. Summarize at the beginning and at the end. Relate results to objectives. Important. Limit the number of data points and present them clearly. Discuss points relating to other research, practical or scientific applications. Conclusions. Reiterate the main points you want the audience to remember. Show a list of conclusions and relate them back to your objectives. Examples of use or application of your findings. Conference presentations versus lab meeting presentations. In small groups. First, how will the presentation differ from a lab meeting presentation? Second, how will you, the speaker, be different? General points. Formal presentation. Avoid an over-familiar style. Avoid colloquialisms. Definitely don't swear. Visual aids. Professional. Easy to read. Not distracting. Resist the temptation to include excessive moving images or noises, etc. How could these slides be improved? Presenting yourself. Preparation. Who are your audience and what do they know? What equipment will you have? Where is the talk? How many people? How long do you have?
Created using Powtoon.